Hey everybody, KC here. So yesterday's FaceTime was one that I shot last week when I went to Citi Field to see the Mets game. One thing I didn't mention was I had actually a moment of I don't know, sadness, distress, upset. It's before the game and we're in our seats and they play the national anthem. Of course, everybody gets up, we take our hats off. And it was only at that moment that I noticed that the American flag at Citi Field was at half staff. And I couldn't remember why. Couldn't be still be Uvalde, could it? Can't be the supermarket shooting in Buffalo. And it was, I think, the parade shooting in Highland Park, Illinois. It was before Shinzo Abe was assassinated in Japan, so it wasn't for him. And I had this moment where I said to myself, oh my God, this is happening so frequently, I can't remember why it's like that. Who is it for? What is it for? And I think this is the kind of thing that I think retailers have to think a lot about. We know these things are happening with greater frequency than ever. And they can happen in malls, they can happen in movie theaters, they can happen in supermarkets, at parades, in schools, in churches. These things are happening constantly. Within the retail environment, I think retailers have to be paying attention to this stuff and understand that this has got to be creating an enormous emotional distress for their employees. I'm the father of a school teacher. I know these things are things that she pays attention to. I know every time there's another school shooting, it just ratchets up the pressure just a little bit more. I think it's important for retailers to pay attention to the emotional needs of their employees. They have to pay attention to their physical needs as well. I mean, are you doing drills? Are you paying attention? Are people prepared? So if something happens, they know exactly what to do. Keep in mind, these are people who, not that long ago, you said were essential within a very difficult environment where there's a lot of emotional stress. Are you treating them today like they're essential so that they know if something bad happens, they can depend on you and you've given them the tools on which so they can depend on themselves? This is the kind of FaceTime I hate doing. I hate talking about this stuff. But to me, it's absolutely necessary. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.